How much you want to bet I could shoot an arrow over the mountains? You want to shoot an arrow over some mountains? You're probably going to need a PSE bow. Well, I'm going to give one away, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. You know how this goes. If you're subscribed to the channel, you're liking, you're commented, you're entered in the giveaway. Free PSE bow. Why not? All right, guys. Every once in a while, I got to ruffle some feathers. I don't do this to brand bash. I do this because I don't see value in the products. A lot of you guys are... You want to spend your hard-earned money in the right places, and also understand, just because Brett Smith of Whitetail Land Management Services says it doesn't mean it's concrete. It's the only way to do it. If you think something works and you have reason to believe it works, keep using it. You don't need to listen to me. But there are things that I am not using, and I don't know if I'm not going to say I'll never use them, but at this point in time, I'm not going to use them because I don't believe that they're going to make a considerable amount of difference, if any, maybe a small difference. And maybe you guys have had great luck with some of these, and I'd love to hear your stories if you have. But overall, there's just certain things that I'm not buying. I'm not buying into, and I ain't buying them either. So let's get into it. First thing that I'm really not going to get into is any of these, or get into buying, is buying any of these ozone generators that you use in the field. I don't want to mention any name brands, but let's face it, you guys know what name brands are out there making these things. I don't believe that that stuff works in an open environment. How could it? I do understand that ozone can kill scent, can kill bacteria, and can eliminate it, but in an open environment where the wind is blowing and thermals are rising and the thermals are dropping, there's no way you're going to create a bulletproof scent cone around you. There's no way if we put these ozone generators above our head that it's going to completely kill everything around you. The thing I don't know is how much of a difference is it truly making when you do use it. Is it 5%? Is it 10%? Is that worth the $500 investment to you? Me? No, it's another thing I got to carry out into the woods every time. Next thing you know, I'm going out there with a backpack that I should be using on Western hunting, packing all these things into it. I'm not using the ozone generators, guys. I'm not opposed to using ozone generators in my scent tote and stuff like that. But here's the thing. If you've used them, you know that those emit scent too. Okay. There's a scent to ozone. So what happens when these deer start to associate that scent with danger, like they did you or your scent or your four-wheeler scent or any other scent that you're using? It's the same thing, isn't it? So it might kill your scent, but it still has a different scent that they can associate with danger. Maybe I'm thinking a little bit too deep into this, but that's why I look at it. Number 2, scent spray. It's scent spray, guys. I mean, it's one of those things that I haven't used in years. When I stopped using it, I haven't really noticed a considerable difference in deer sightings or deer busting me or anything like that. And this is my personal opinion, so take from this what you will. But these scent sprays, they're not going to make a considerable amount of difference. Now, is there certain things that they may be eliminating? Yes, but you need to realize that your body odor is constantly flowing. It is constantly coming out. You are constantly emitting scent as a human. And unless we put ourselves in some scent-free suit that is completely concealed and you are like in a giant Ziploc baggie, these things are not going to make a considerable difference. So if you want to use them in combination with some other things, I think they might make a 5% difference or so. And if that's worth it to you, then keep putting your money into these things. But personally, I'm not buying it. I haven't noticed a big difference. Play the wind, understand thermals, you'll be better off. Use an enclosed blind. The last thing I want to get into, and we got a lot of old timers, we got a lot of people in general that use this stuff, and they've seen success with it, but I never have. Once again, if you've had success with this stuff, I'm not saying it's never going to work, but I think it's not my style, and I'm not going to use it. Let's talk about doe urine or just scents in general, synthetic scents. There's been 1 or 2 name brands that I have heard a lot of people consistently have success, and I'd be interested if you're thinking of the same ones as me. Drop it in the comments if you are. People use this certain thing to smell more like deer or anything like that, but the overall usage of synthetic scents, especially like doe pee and stuff like that, I stay away from. I don't know where it's come from. I don't know how long it's been in a bottle. I don't know what it exactly smells like at that point when a deer who has 250 million olfactory receptors smells it versus me who has 5 or 10 million. They could smell 50 times better than me. I don't know what they're smelling. And are they going to associate that with danger? Once again, it doesn't really smell like the deer that they're used to. It's there's so many unknowns with it. I'd rather keep it natural. I've heard of guys using raccoon pee and stuff like that, and fox urine and whatever else as cover-up scents. As far as any of this stuff goes, guys, what it comes down to for me is I'm going to try and keep it as natural as possible. I'm going to play the wind. I'm never going to be bulletproof unless I'm probably in an enclosed blind, and in that case, you're pretty bulletproof if you keep the windows closed. But otherwise, I'm not buying into some of these gimmicks. Am I saying you shouldn't buy them? That's for you to decide. I'd like to hear your stories if you have had good luck with them. And if you have, drop it in the comments. Maybe you changed my mind. Maybe not, but maybe. You guys like these videos? Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. I'll see you next time.